welcome back to Parking Lot Chats with Corin
and Bo.
So how was your weekend?
It was good. Had a little girls trip.
Yeah.
Is this on?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I just
I didn't know. I said yeah before I knew.
Okay, I know I said turn it on. I had a little girls trip, quick.
That's pretty.
Like we went like Thursday to Sunday to the mountains in North Carolina. It was fun. Yep. It was very relaxing. Like there was 6 of us that went, myself included. And it's a group of us that like we met in high school, and Angie and Allie, the 2 are kind of like the common denominator between the 6 of us.
Right.
And so we at one point like started a group chat a few years ago, and then last year we went to Georgia. So now this year we went up to the mountains of North Carolina, and we're already planning like where we're going to go next year. So
that's cute.
Yeah. So thankfully, like, we all just really needed a chill weekend. Like everyone's lives are freaking hectic right now, and so we didn't go. We went to some small town in North Carolina up in a freaking mountain. There wasn't like places to go at night, which we were completely okay with. Like we went down the mountain during the day, got frozen pizzas and wine like late afternoon, and went back up the mountain and played charades and heads up and like games.
That's the kind of trip I like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to like do anything.
Yeah.
Let's just chill. Frozen pizza.
Yeah. And then I guess we had 3 full days there, but the first day we spent down in Charlotte because and I got to see my sisters.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, we had some time to kill between like the 2, us coming in and then like another girl coming into the airport. So we went and met my sisters and stuff. So the last day in the mountains we had we went to a winery, like got up early, went on a hike, and then came back, got ready, went to like a winery, and we were literally back at the house by 7 again.
That's fun.
Yeah.
How was the winery?
It was nice.
Cute.
Yeah, it was very pretty. It was called Shelton Vineyards, and it was very pretty. I bet it would be amazing, like, I think she said sometime in June when the trees are full and haven't been cut yet, because it was just
when it's
like
not straight up winter.
Fields of sticks.
Right.
But the wine was good and the food was good. And then that night they were like closing as we were getting there. They were setting up for like a murder mystery dinner. We were like,
that would have been so fun.
Yeah.
Probably too late to get tickets at that point though.
Yeah, I mean, we were wondering why we couldn't get a reservation. We were going to do a later dinner, but we couldn't get a reservation there. Like the latest they had was like 3:45, and we were like, whatever, let's just do a dinner and
like that dinner.
Be back early again. So that's what we did, and then we found out we couldn't get it, the later one, because of that murder mystery. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I've never heard that linner. I like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I always be like late lunch, early dinner, but I'm gonna start saying that. Linner. I like it.
So yeah, I mean, it was so fucking needed. And then we got home yesterday.
And then the time change came and ruined your life?
Yeah, the time change happened to us like
during
like that late, like that last night when we had to get up and get down to the airport the next morning.
That sucks.
Yeah, we lost an hour.
Yeah, I feel like it's ruining my life. Just for today, I'm just being a little dramatic.
Yeah. I mean, but we're back with some sunlight trying to record this, so that's nice.
I do like that, and I thought about it like the last like day and a half when I've been like, what the fuck? Why is it 9:00 at night?
Yeah.
I did think about this, and I was like, you know what? Me and Kim are gonna like this.
Yeah.
In my house, it's annoying, but
I did finally change I guess not finally. It's only been a day, but right before I left the house, I changed the time on the microwave because it kept fucking with me. Like, I knew that was wrong, but then I'd look at it and it was like 4:00, and I'm like, no, it's 5:00. You need to go.
That's what I did all day yesterday, and then I'm in the kitchen bitching, and like I'm bitching about the time, and then Eric just reaches over and like fixes the oven. Does that help? I don't think it does. I could have done that myself all day, but
no.
Instead I'm just bitching about it. Right. I didn't fix my car yet either. So
yeah. Oh, it doesn't do it automatically?
No. And like this car, Eric's car is like a 2022 or something. Like it's way new, and that one not only doesn't do it. Last time he couldn't figure it out, so it was an hour off this whole time. So now that car's back on, but mine I have to do.
Oh, that one's back normal now.
This one's back normal
because it never got changed.
But mine, I do know how to change it. I just didn't.
Yeah, that would fuck me up in the car too.
Yeah, I had time today to do it when I was like sitting in my car, but I was reading fucking e-news articles.
Right.
and then just make myself angry. But yeah, so I didn't do it yet, and it's been kind of annoying, the time change, but it'll be nice when it's.
I mean, this is I like this better, honestly.
Yeah, I like how it comes. It's just, like now we're an hour behind, and like we all slept in like way late yesterday, and like lost half the day because we didn't realize that. I mean, we knew, but we forgot. Like, we talked about it on Saturday, but then for some reason when, like, everyone woke up at 10 o'clock on Sunday and, like...
You're like, where the heck did the day go?
Right, and I slept till 11. And I even, like, went to bed, like, early. Like, I probably was asleep by 11 on Saturday night and then slept until 11 on Sunday. And I was like, how did I sleep for 12 hours? And I was like, well, really, it's 10. Okay, but still, how did I sleep for 11 hours?
Apparently you needed it.
Apparently. So I've just been kind of like, bleh, about the time since.
What did you guys do over the weekend?
I went to a winery.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The one in Fort Pierce?
Yeah, the Muscadine Winery.
Yeah,
the Summer Crush.
About that one on the way home.
It's really sweet, but it was fun.
That's what they said too. It's really
sweet.
It's
really sweet. It's really sweet. But like, I mean, I wasn't gonna drink much anyway. I was the driver, but like, you gotta like, you know what I mean, have like a glass of wine. It was my cousin's birthday, so we found like the driest white wine they had, which was still really sweet.
Yeah.
And I bought that for her birthday and, like, had a glass. And they had a food truck that was good. They don't have, like, real food, but they have food trucks. Yeah. But they had an event. They had a band. It was a Stevie Nicks, but also Tom Petty cover band called Petty Nicks.
Petty
And they were really fucking good. They were really
cool.
good, yeah. He sounded like Tom Petty. She sounded like Stevie Nicks. They went back and forth. The woman inside was like, oh, is her son there? Her son sings Elton John songs. And we were like... And she told us what he looked like. And we're like, oh, we think he's on the drums. And she's like, no, he sings. And we're like, okay, but the guy you described is definitely on the drums. And then at the end, she was like, I'm going to let my son sing a song. No. And then the drummers, I was like, I fucking knew it. I knew it was him. But it was really good. I hadn't been there. And my cousins and stuff had. Yeah. And I guess, like, it was... So we got, like, a table inside where the band was. But there's also, like, seating where it's, like, first come, first serve. And, like... But you still have to pay to get into, like, the concert area. Oh. So my aunt had, like, reserved a table because it was my cousin's birthday. So, like, we had, like, a table. And it was fun. It was cool. But there was also, like, wine tasting inside. And, like, my cousin did that. And it wasn't very expensive. I think she paid, like, 14 or 15 bucks. And she tried, like, a bunch of wines. And then she decided which one she wanted. And then we bought the bottle. And we went outside and we bought a bunch of bottles, you know.
Yeah.
And then went outside and enjoyed our day. And it was really fun. The weather was nice.
I've heard it. Did you have Ferris with you?
No.
Because I've heard it's good for kids. Like, they can just kind of play games and...
I mean, I guess if that's what you're into. I mean, like, they had, like, the games for kids were set up in the smoking section.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Oh, I know the kid that was perfect for my parents. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I guess if that's your vibe.
I guess I just, like, kind of... it's a bit family-friendlier vineyard than, like, than...
There was, like, one small child there, and, like, honestly, he did not seem like he was having a good time. It was really loud. It was very... Like, I mean, you could have a kid there. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you know, if you wanted to, you could. Yeah. You could.
That's nice, though. You got a day away.
Yeah, I did my own thing. That's what I said, no, he's not coming. And that's what, like, multiple people asked me, like, why didn't you bring him? I was like, what?
Yeah.
No. He would have hated it.
Right.
It was way too loud for him. You know what I mean? Right. He doesn't like that. Yeah. And, like, again, like, there were games... for kids in the smoking section, so he wouldn't have liked that.
So weird.
Yeah. I don't know.
I didn't know he still did smoking sections.
It's outside, so technically I guess you could smoke anywhere, but there was big signs that they didn't want you, like, smoking or vaping under the thing. So it was just, like, there was, like, a spot, and it was, like, over by, like, the bathrooms, and there was, like, some game set up in, like, an ashtray, and it was just, like, this is the designated smoking area. So.
Interesting.
If you want to play Giant Connect 4 and smoke, there you go.
Interesting. I know people, actually, we don't get as much as we used to anymore about smoking, but there are people who think that, like, they can smoke at our restaurant because it is outdoors, but we don't allow it.
Right.
Like, and we can't stop them from, like, literally stepping 2 steps off our patio and, like, smoking on the sidewalk.
Right.
But, like, we say no to
smoking there
in the table area,
which makes sense. Other people are eating. And, right.
I mean, we're not. That's not the 90s anymore.
And that's the thing. That's why I was thinking, like, I didn't want to be rude, but, like, when she's like, did you bring your kid? Like, no. Like, it's... I get that, like, it could be considered family friendly, but there were some really drunk people there. It's a winery, and, like, the games are set up in the smoking section. Like, that's not at all... Again, in the 90s, like, when I was a kid, my mom would have been like, yeah, cool, play your games. I'm smoking a pack of cigarettes. Like,
right.
I get, and, like, some people still live like that, and that's cool, but, like, no, I'm not doing it.
Right.
No. It was cute, though. It was cute.
That's good.
And, like, I wouldn't have bring, like, a kid inside. Like, it was glass everywhere. You know, it's bottles of wine.
Yeah.
And, like, they're selling wine glasses. But it was cute.
We took the wine glasses from the vineyard we went to. They told us we could.
They had souvenir ones there that, like, you could buy and take with you. And, like, when you did the wine tasting, I think hers was only $14 because she said she would just take, like, a disposable cup. But you could buy, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we bought bottles of wine at dinner, and the server was like, "Yeah, just take it, take the glass."
Oh, that's cute.
I was like, "Okay, thanks."
Oh, that's nice.
Because they did have them for sale. Like, we walked over to the little, like, where they do wine tasting and stuff too. If you didn't want to eat at the restaurant there, and they had them for sale there. We're like, "Well, we took them, so."
Well, but if you eat, is that different? Right now you get it because you spent money
Yeah,
at
I
the
don't know.
restaurant.
Yeah, it wasn't cheap. You know
Right,
what
I
mean?
bet it's
It
not.
wasn't.
That's what I was thinking. Like, it's probably like,
Yeah, but
if you spend money in the restaurant, now you get your wine.
and the bottle was a little bit more expensive at the restaurant than over at the wine tasting bar.
Then, like, right, that makes sense too, though.
Yeah, not by much. It was like $2 or $3 difference or whatever. But we had bought another one after dinner over there, you know, and it was cheaper. But
They do at the Summer Crush is what it's called in Fort Pierce. They do discounts if you're buying more than one bottle.
oh, that's nice.
Right. We didn't realize that, and we all bought separate bottles, and then we saw it afterwards. But so no, learn from my mistakes.
Yeah,
You can get a discount.
that's nice.
Yeah.
All right, well, moving on from our weekends. Hope you guys had a great weekend too, and maybe you went to a winery also. Let us know.
Yeah. Apparently we both did. I didn't expect that.
Apparently that was like the vibe of the weekend.
That's what he said. I was like, that was my big news. I bet yours was more exciting though. This one was
I
cute.
didn't know
but...
there was so many vineyards up in North Carolina. They were all over us, around
Yeah.
us.
Well, you can like grow good grapes up there. So like
Yeah.
I have like family in Virginia, and
yeah,
like
and that's where like we weren't far from the line.
and that's where like that's what they do. Like they went up there for like a family thing a couple years ago, and like I didn't go because Ferris was young, and like I knew they were gonna do this, and they went like literally like vineyard hopping.
Sorry, excuse me. That's spam risk.
Yeah, but it's
Not a
only
kid's
school.
school.
I was gonna say, look at you.
It's not quite time. That
Man.
call goes out about 7. If we hopefully we won't be recording then, because that would be a very long episode.
If we were betting, I would have lost.
You thought
Thought for sure.
It was a kid's
Every
school.
single time it's a
I
kid's
know.
school.
Not yet. That call goes out later.
Yeah, I would have lost that one for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we're up on the time changes. It's fucking us all up. I
Yeah.
would have lost my bet with the school board. All right, so what else is going on?
What? Fuck. I don't know. I literally was
let's
about
talk
to say
about poor
something.
Gene Hackman.
Oh, yeah, man. That's like a freaking weird, like, what do they call it? An event, like a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
for sure.
what the fuck?
Right? And like the poor guy. So like your dementia and Alzheimer and all this, and you're just like wandering around for a week.
around.
You don't know what to do. You don't know what's going on. Like that's just so sad.
Yes.
I feel
So if
terrible
you
for him.
Didn't see the story, which probably maybe you have. I don't know how much you, keep up outside of our podcast with
Right.
events, but they finally came out with like a cause of death for Gene Hackman, and I'm sorry, I can't remember his wife's name. Do you remember?
I can probably find it real quick.
Yeah, and also their dog. So Gene, the wife, died first
From
Huntsman.
Hadavirus?
I was gonna say Huntsman's.
And I might be making mine up too. So
It
let's
is
get the right
okay.
thing.
Let's get the right word because we didn't look shit up before.
We
We read it earlier. I read it like
we did.
2
I thought
days
I had
ago.
it right in here. Jeez.
It's
Louise.
like-
oh, we texted each other.
It's a
about it.
virus about mice.
Yeah, right. So it was hantavirus.
Hantavirus. And apparently that cannot be transmitted between human to human, is transmitted from mice to human. So not
And like
sure.
rare, right? Because
And
like
so rare.
how many mice diseases are you getting? That's
Apparently, like,
wild.
I read somewhere that said 43% of the people who have contracted it in New Mexico have died from it. So I don't know if it's something that's where they lived, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's something that's like going around there. I don't fucking know. So she gets a disease from mice, doesn't know it, isn't treated. I'm not
Betsy,
sure.
oh sorry, I forgot. I opened this to say her name.
Oh, yeah.
Betsy Arakawa.
Betsy Arakawa.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing the last name,
Arakawa? I don't know.
but I'm sounding things out. over here.
So she dies of this 9 days before him.
That's my wait music. About a week earlier.
Okay. He has advanced stages of dementia
Mm-hmm.
is wandering around his house for 9 days.
Alzheimer's. I think that's the same thing.
Is it the same
I don't
thing?
know. I feel like we've had this debate before, and we
I
never
feel like
figured
we
it
have
out.
too. Advanced stages of Alzheimer's is wandering around his house by himself for 7 days, probably not eating, not drinking, not taking his meds because his caretaker has passed away. He's unaware that his wife has passed away or what to do.
Or do you have like brief glimpses? Is this the school? Do I win?
That is the school.
There we go.
Now you've won. I win. And then his pacemaker, his heart gave out.
Yeah, right. That makes sense because you're not taking your meds or eating
properly,
or probably sleeping properly, or doing like the things that your body needs.
And stressed the fuck out because you probably can't. He probably sees us like can't remember what happened to his wife or what to do. You don't even like.
Right? Do you feel like you don't know to call the cops because you don't know did you kill her because you don't know what's going on?
Right.
I don't know. Do you even get that far? Right.
Like that's terrible.
It's so sad.
The dog that passed away had fucking surgery and was caged recovering from the surgery. And so the dog died of starvation because no one was taking care of the dog. Like, what the fuck?
That is so sad all around.
Yeah.
And like, I know that the wife was the caretaker and she was much younger, but is there no one else checking in on you guys? I mean, I don't know.
That's
right?
what the neighbors eventually, like a week had gone. I mean, you as a neighbor, you try not to be nosy too. You know what I mean? So like, but no, there wasn't family. Like the kids must not live there. But I don't know. Like, had they not been trying to call? I don't know. Like people live lives. A week isn't that?
It's really not. No, you're right. I'm just thinking like I don't talk to everybody in my family every week. I absolutely don't.
Or every day. Like you know what I mean? Like you talk to people once a week or something. Like it's not. Their kids, I mean, his kids are like in their 60s, so yeah, they're not like young raising families, but that doesn't mean they're not like they're talking to their dad with dementia every day.
Right.
And who knows what kind of relationship they had with the stepmom who was literally like almost their age.
Right.
So like a week's not that long.
And like if your dad is that far in the Alzheimer's, is it sad for you to talk to him? Like is it depressing? You know what I mean?
Right.
So you're not and like you said, like even in your 60s you have your own life or whatever, you know.
And then neighbors like they were probably questioning it for a few days, and then finally like day 7 we're like, okay, what is going on?
Right.
Well, I guess maybe it was, I mean, she was gone for a week and I don't think he was gone for long. Right.
When he was found. I don't know. And then
when
like
was
what
found,
like was it like the door was open? Is that why you even called?
I think they called for a wellness check, and I remember reading it when the cops got there, the door was open. But I never heard anything after that initial about the door being open. So I'm not sure. But they just, I think from my understanding, the neighbors called because they hadn't seen activity there. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's so scary and so sad. Just rest in peace, guys, because that's wild.
Wild. And like, what are the symptoms for that disease? Because do I have it? I'm just kidding. But that's like, I'm like, what are the symptoms for that? How do I know I have it? How did she not know she had it? Why was she not getting treated? Am I gonna know if I have it? What causes the mice? How do you get it from the mice?
Fever, muscle aches, cough, and sometimes vomiting and diarrhea.
So like a normal cold.
These symptoms can sometimes progress to shortness of breath, heart, and lung failure. There's no cure. But early medical care can improve the chance of survival. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, right? And how do you get it from a mouse? Like what, you have to touch their poop? Like you have mice infestation? They lived in, like, was there just a mouse in their house? How did she get in?
Hantavirus, what would you even call that? Picking up?
Mice transmission. Transmission from humans to mice to humans. How?
Hantavirus refers to a family of viruses that are carried by rodents. It's often transmitted to humans by inhaling particles from dried mouse droppings. Great.
Ew, so don't get a mouse. Why do people have mice as pets?
I don't know, but I know somebody that had mice as pets, and then
did they get the hantavirus?
No, but I was FaceTiming with my sister, and this person was like, "Oh, I want to meet your sister." And my sister was like, "I already met you and your rats."
Oh my god!
And it was so funny.
Well, there's our lesson of the day: don't touch mice droppings.
And like, how do you know if you're near mice droppings?
Right. I mean, I don't think think there's a mouse in my house.
Mouse in my house.
A mouse in the house.
Mouse in the house.
You don't know, right? Like, what if you don't know you have a mouse in your house? That's why everyone needs a cat.
Right, I got 2, so I definitely don't have a mouse in my house.
Yeah.
Right, same.
That's why you need a cat.
There was a cat at the winery named Whiny Kitty.
That's really funny.
Right, and he was cute too. I'm gonna have a picture.
But, yeah. Wild series of unfortunate events. Oh, you little black and white kitty, a little tuxedo cat.
His name's Whiny Kitty. He lives at Summer Crush if you want to visit him.
Whiny kitty.
Right, isn't that cute?
I think I'm gonna.
So that was terrible.
That was terrible. And wild, you know,
And wild.
like
Terrible
crazy
and wild.
series of events. Speaking of
What else you got?
last names, do you know the Backstreet Boys, right?
I do.
Do you know their names?
No.
You wouldn't be able to tell me what Brian's last name is?
No, but I know he's cousins with the other guy from that documentary.
And do you know their last names?
No.
Okay. So for 30 years of my life, I have pronounced this man's last name Brian Luttrell.
Oh, that does sound familiar.
Right? Luttrell?
I feel like I've heard you say that. I feel like I've heard VH1 say that.
I feel like that's his name.
I feel like I've heard Carson Daly say that.
I feel like that's his name.
Yeah. Why? What is it?
So his son is apparently on this season of American Idol.
Oh, is American Idol still a thing?
American Idol is still a thing. Carrie Underwood's a host now, or a
Wasn't
judge.
she on it?
Yeah, she won one of the seasons.
That's what I thought.
And
she
now
came
she is a judge.
Full
Katy Perry's gone.
I don't really care for her.
I like her. A little odd, but I mean, people are odd. So his son apparently was on last night's episode of American Idol, and I just need you to hear his last name.
Okay. I feel like you're turning your volume off, but sure.
How do I turn my volume
I
on?
have no fucking idea. Turn it up.
Now I want my phone to work, and it's not. Oh, is it not? Wait.
Is your volume up?
Fuck. No, it's not like there's not. It's not the TikTok. Damn it. This is why.
Do you want me to go into your messages and play from there?
It's not
It's not gonna be.
No, that was just like the thing that he was on it. And then it wasn't the video of him introducing himself. Anyway, I can't find it. Literal.
Did he just make that up so he could be like, I'm literally me?
I think he made his last name up. I gotta find the whole audition.
Carson Daly definitely said Luttrell. I think. I don't know. I acted like I didn't know what it was 10 minutes ago, so.
Hold on, I gotta find it. This might be terrible. Ugh. I hate when I can't find what I want. It's so annoying. But yeah, he says, I'm Bailey Luttrell. I'm like, you're who? You're Bailey Luttrell? Like,
Leviosa.
All been pronouncing his name wrong the entire time.
Maybe.
But anyway, so he's on the season of American Idol, and then they had Brian come out and then sing together, and that was cute, and Brian's voice worked, because, you know, he's like, his voice is like, something's wrong with it.
Oh, right,
remember
right.
that
Didn't they have
from
to,
the
like, change
SNL?
their thing, or, right, they had to, like, cancel stuff or something.
Yeah, and then, like, remember he sang on SNL's, like, concert series or
Oh,
whatever,
right,
and then,
right.
like, it was like, oh, what happened there? And then all the Backstreet Boys fans were like,
Leave him alone?
yeah, defending him really bad in the comments.
I didn't watch that yet. I meant to. I watched half of the regular show, and I was
Literal.
like, this is too
Brian
much.
Luttrell. I commented on it, and I was like, why is he saying his last name wrong?
And did they say, calm down, Kim, he probably knows his name better than you?
No. No one said that. I don't know. Maybe I haven't. I don't remember where I commented that. If I remembered where I commented that, I could find the fucking video. And if they responded to it, then I have a notification.
Sometimes, like, you want people to argue with you online so you can go back and find out what you said.
Yeah, if I had the notification that someone was arguing with me, then I would find the video. I also saw that Harry Styles, speaking of boy bands, was going to, in talks to headline a Vegas show at the Sphere.
That's exciting.
That would be so fucking amazing. But then I heard it's fake. So I don't know if it's, I don't know if it's real or fake.
I don't know. I mean, it's a hard say, right? Because, like, people that are super good end up in Vegas. But, like, normally at the end of their careers, is Harry Styles really old enough to be headlining in Vegas?
I don't know. But, like, also, why isn't, like, it an amazing idea to, like, not have, for him to, like, not have to travel all over the world and just have people come to you?
Right. Why not? Honestly, why not? Why wait until you're fucking old to do it? Why not hang out in Vegas and just be cool about it?
Right.
But is that fun to travel the world? And not have to be stuck in Vegas.
I don't know, when you've been doing it since you were like 15.
Right. You know
or
what?
younger. Like, he was so young when he went on X Factor. X
Right.
Factor?
I don't know.
Which one was he on? Whatever, Simon Cowell. But Simon was doing all of them.
I was gonna say, isn't he American Idol? He's everybody.
No, he's not an American Idol.
He was.
Was
For
he?
sure. He was like the beginning. He started American Idol, I think. That's where I know him from. I never watched American Idol. My mom did.
Oh.
So, honestly, what the hell do I know?
He was
I want to
not
Google.
American Idol.
He was definitely all of them.
Our brains are not fucking working. Google is our friend today.
I'm going to say,
and you guys are probably yelling at us.
Simon Cowell start American Idol. That's what I'm Googling.
Okay. Harry Styles.
He didn't start it, but he was a judge from
He was a
2002
judge.
to 2010. Simon Fuller created American Idol. I don't even know who that is. Well, why does it say Simon Cowell funeral?
Because they're stupid.
Oh, he attended the funeral.
Oh, yeah, he was on X Factor. I was right. I was just second guessing myself.
Why would you do that? You
Because I
know what
also
you're
just
talking
said
about.
that Simon Cowell wasn't on American Idol, so I don't always know what I'm talking about.
I like your sweater.
Thanks, I got that on my vacation.
I knew you did. When my cousin went somewhere recently,
Sweaters.
and my other cousin was being snarky, and he was like, "Oh, why are you going to go into Annapolis to go buy an Annapolis sweater?" And she was like, "Yeah, actually, I am."
Yeah.
And then they realized later that he was probably picking on them, and they're like, "No, fuck him. We are going to buy sweaters in every place we visit because it's cute."
It is. It's fun.
Right. I really do like it. It just reminded me because, like, yeah, we are going to buy sweaters. Fuck you, Marky.
I did buy a sweater. That sun is so fucking bright.
I know, and I don't think I brought my sunglasses with me because when I left my house, it was all overcast. There were like fucking tornadoes here today.
Literally, we had tornadoes again in Florida today, which is wild. Like, that shit doesn't happen. Like, one touchdown at my mom's work today.
Really? I heard it was out there. I heard it was out there.
Yeah, it went all down that road. And there's, like, not a bad one, like we had a few months ago with the hurricane, but it did, like, pick up, like, destroyed the sign out front and, like, threw it freaking a few stores down and messed up the fence and stuff. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I was at work in a fucking tiki bar, and the entire restaurant's phones went off at the same time with the tornado warning. And so I'm, like, looking out, and, like, I mean, thankfully it, like, never, but it did get nasty there for a minute, and we're like, where do we go? Like, where do we put all these people?
I didn't get the tornado warning all the way out here, but I had heard that it was, and it was, like, so sketchy dark. I, like, went and, like, ran some errands. I am going to go to Disney this week, so I was, like, just grabbing snacks and shit for my room. And I got to the point where, like, we pulled up in the driveway, and I was like, I'm going to take you and my purse inside, and then I'm going to come back for groceries, because I don't really know what's going to happen in the next 30 seconds. Like, it picked up so quickly. I drove through nastiness, and then on my street, you know how it is down here. Like, you can drive through a storm, but then you take a turn, and it's not on this side yet.
Literally on my drive home, it was downpouring on my street that my street is off of, and then I got to my house and it wasn't pouring at all.
Well, that's what I was near my house and it was pouring, and then I got, like, in my neighborhood and it wasn't, and I could see it coming.
Right.
So I, like, ran them in. It'll be fine. It was close enough.
But yeah, it was wild weather today, and apparently a tornado hit down, like, in the Kissimmee area up there somewhere.
Oh yeah, too. I saw that too, Lake Mary or something. Yeah.
So today Florida weather is getting crazy, and I don't understand. Like, we don't get tornadoes like that, and I don't want to live where there are tornadoes. So can we stop that? Cut that out a little bit.
I don't know if that's an option anymore. I feel like all of the bad weather is everywhere, right? Like, we're getting, like, earthquakes and shit over here at this point.
I don't know. It's like my hurricanes, tornado free.
Good luck. Was it what? See, you didn't watch the fucking Paw Patrol movie, so you don't know.
No.
Mayor Humdinger stole a weather machine from these fucking scientists, and he was like,
this is an old Paw Patrol movie, not a new one.
Well, the, like, 2021 one. It was like the first. I bet you did, because Carson definitely watched it. He was older, but he still wanted to.
Yeah.
He watched it in my house.
I feel like I remember this.
Yeah, right. And he, like, had, like, his weather machine, because he was like, you know what? I don't want the weather to be bad. So talk to Humdinger.
Well, if I can get Mr. Humdinger's weather machine, that'd be great.
Mayor Humdinger.
Sorry, Mayor. Excuse me, Mayor. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, he got kicked out at the end, so, you know. But then in the second one, they had, like, some.
Don't ruin the Paw Patrol movie for me.
It's 5 years old, Kim. If you didn't see it by now, I don't know what to tell you. All right, what else?
I don't fucking know. I don't have anything else, because you know, as soon as we get off of here, though, somebody will do something
Well, you did have something else that you wanted to
dramatic.
talk about.
What was it?
You know what it is.
I forget. We said it before we started talking.
Everybody just believe in the internet, and even when the internet told you the truth, you still want to believe what they want you to believe.
Fuck.
We're talking about Blake and Justin.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Yeah, we are. We're going to talk about
this.
Because I'm tired of not talking about it because people are mad.
I don't care that people are mad. I'm so tired of people being so fucking nasty.
Stupid. Because this man came out and he said, I'm going to have a smear campaign. And we have text that he's making a smear campaign. And everybody's like, oh, she's so terrible. Oh, you're a beta if you like her. What does that even mean? I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Okay. So she came out with a new movie, Another Simple Favor, which is a sequel to A Simple Favor, which is on Netflix with Anna Kendrick.
I never heard of any of this. Is it good? Do you know?
I watched A Simple Favor just recently so that I could support my dear friend Blake Lively. And it was
That's why I want to watch it.
Yeah.
That's why I want to know. Because you know what? I will.
I liked it.
I'm going to go watch Gossip Girl just to fucking get her numbers up.
Right.
I never saw it.
Me neither, actually. But I liked A Simple Favor, and I can't wait for Another Simple Favor to come out so I can watch it and support my friend Blake Lively. You know what I haven't watched, though? Is It Ends With Us, because I refuse to support Justin.
Same. I also just wasn't going to see a new movie because I'm just not cool enough.
The Another Simple Favor premiered over the weekend at South by Southwest Music Festival, and Blake was there.
That's a music festival?
Nope. Movie festival.
Okay. I was genuinely curious. I have news from it, but I didn't know what it was.
It's a movie festival.
Okay, that makes
a lot
sense.
of they premiere movies. Usually, it's like artsy movies.
Like a film festival situation.
A film festival. That's the word.
I got news from there, but I don't know what the fuck it is. Okay, now we're up on it. It's a film festival, guys. We knew that.
And so people, like, literally, the smear campaign that is still fucking going on.
The smear campaign is smearing.
Like, oh, Blake, look at how mad Anna Kendrick is to be next to Blake because Anna Kendrick's just standing there.
She's funny.
I'm sorry, what? She's literally standing there. She's not doing anything. But, like, you're just, like, using any little thing to, like, go against Blake. It's so fucking wild. And so some fucking page that, you know, one of the many that are just talking mad shit about Blake was like, oh, I've got from a reliable source that Anna Kendrick is so over working with Blake. The fucking director of Another Simple Favor commented on it and was like, yeah, that's actually not true.
I love this. I love that.
Like, fucking stop.
And, like, we know that you have bots out to, smear her, because you admitted that.
Right.
And you posted these texts on your website.
Right.
That you have a smear campaign out. What?
Right.
Why do we not understand that the whole internet is against her because he put out a smear campaign that he 100% admits to doing?
Right.
I'm so confused.
And then do you know that people are like, oh, you know, there's a picture of her smiling at the premiere of her new movie. And people use that smiling photo and was like, oh yeah, this is definitely the face of someone who is distressed. Fuck you guys. Like, what the fuck?
What? So you can't go do your job?
You can't do anything else when you're being, like, when you're in a lawsuit?
Isn't her job to go smile in front of the fucking camera? I'm pretty sure that's her
like,
job.
This
I'm
is
pretty sure that's her fucking job.
Thankfully, there are more and more supporters for her coming out of the woodwork finally.
Finally.
And people are like, and like, you know how he said, Justin was like, oh, I was shunned to the basement during my premiere and blah, 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 blah. And there's like pictures of him that night literally smiling, so happy and celebrating. And people are like, okay, and is this the face of someone that was shunned to a basement?
Yeah, thank you. Like, fucking thank you.
Or he's like calling the paps for his fucking vacation in Hawaii. Is that the face of someone who's so distraught because his movie was taken over? Like, it's such a double-edged, like,
and that's why I feel like you can tell that it's all, like, so, like, all of the hate is fake and everyone's just, like, buying into it. And then, like, so I saw, it must have been last week after we got off. I don't remember exact dates. Again, we've said it and you can tell by listening to us. We're not great with time. Anyway, I open Instagram or Facebook or some stupid fucking app and it's all, Disney is done with Ryan. Disney fired Ryan. Blah, 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 blah. And like, there was like 10 fucking articles about it. So I had to give it a quick Google.
Yeah, none of it's fucking true.
No, that's
none of it's fucking true.
What do you mean? And then there's 1,000 comments. Good. So sick of him and his wife. They're so terrible. Why?
Right.
None of this is real.
Right. You know who did lose awards?
Was it Justin?
Justin.
Good.
You know who did lose like his podcast?
Was it Justin?
Justin. Like, you know who did get approached by Sony and told to stop sexually harassing his fucking actresses? Justin. Like,
so we can't get
the people who know the truth, like, are like Blake and Ryan have lost nothing other than their public perception,
which is fine
because that will be gained back. But if they were really doing the things that like the other side is trying to say they have done, wouldn't they have lost more by now?
And that's why you got these fake articles saying he got fired by Disney.
Right.
Because it's not real.
But he didn't.
What's done in the dark will come to the light, people.
Right. I just don't. It's so frustrating.
It really is. It aggravates me. Like, okay, so I just want to. There is an account who, like, we can't get into, like, we can't get this deep because we don't have hours.
It's sad. Like, it's so, like, why is she being so ganged up on?
So that's what this guy is like. His account is called Ex Patriarch, right? So.
Oh, I've seen him. Yeah,
he really breaks it down in a way that, like, if you don't get like what's all going behind the scenes, because I don't honestly, like, some of this is very confusing to me, and he really breaks it down, and he will tell you
timeline too. I think,
and what page to follow along as he's going through this multiple hundreds pages of lawsuit. He'll tell you what page he's on, and he said today. I saw a video that he did today because he was off for a couple weeks. He went on his honeymoon and he like left the internet behind him, which, like, good for fucking him.
Yeah,
and. He said today, you know, you have so many of these women that are commenting on these posts and saying that, you know, Blake is so terrible for doing this because she's making real victims look bad, right? If she's not a real victim, which we strongly believe she is.
Right.
And he's like, but you can tell that, like, there's not one man coming out and saying anything about Justin, like, that he's making it harder for men who are wrongly accused, right? Because I think we can all agree that, like, wrongly accusing someone is also a terrible thing.
Right.
Right. So everybody's like, oh, how dare she? If she's lying, she's making it bad for victims. But no one's saying if he's lying, he's making it bad for people that are wrongly accused. Because he is being a fucking goof.
Right.
Anyway, this guy really breaks it down, but he's got like 5-minute videos and we don't have time to analyze those.
Right, no, but I do like him. I've watched him.
Yeah, and I feel like he just has like some really good points. And then like the dad with his fucking science project was so fucking weird. Did you see this?
No.
I sent it to us. Meta, I did not mean to really talk to you. Oh, your kid's sending me reels. Memes, I'm sure. So his goofy ass dad... Justin Baldoni's dad disses Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds with shady Instagram post. He posted a video of a bulletin board that read, "In a world full of Blakes and Ryans, be a Justin."
What the fuck?
The board contained photos of the It Ends With Us director, along with words to describe him, such as honest, supportive, humble, and empathetic. There were also cutouts of quotes and poems that Justin has said about women over the years.
Which is the biggest crock of bullshit, because
this is so weird.
If this is... If he was such a, what does he call himself? A self-proclaimed feminist.
Yeah, he's a feminist.
Right? And you had a woman claiming or feeling that you sexually harassed her, you would apologize and do better.
I have a real-life example.
Like, and what's crazy is that he actually says that to her in the text messages that he has shared for all of us to read. He says he has his flaws. He didn't mean it that way, and he would work on it. And then literally behind the scenes is working with a PR person to orchestrate a smear campaign against her in case she ever comes out with it.
Yeah, that's the opposite of what you claim you're up to.
Like,
opposite. That's the opposite of feminism.
And he did that so many times throughout the text messages that he has shared. He has given us these, where he says to her one thing I love your cut. Yeah, it's amazing. Can't wait to get you in the editing room. It's going to be great. To her. And then to his buddy at the production company he runs is saying, oh, she's being annoying again. Why is she asking this? I'm going to have to tell her. Like, he was talking to Blake and praising her and then talking mad shit behind her back.
Two-faced snake ass bitch.
And he's the one that gave us these texts. As if this is completely normal and he sees nothing wrong. Him and his lawyer. Nothing wrong with that. Because she's trying to steal my script. She's an executive producer and you're praising her for the changes she's making to her face. So she's under the assumption that she's doing a great job and you're so happy for what she's contributing.
Right. She has no idea that she's ruining your script, you fucking weirdo.
Like, what?
Right. A man bun doesn't make you a feminist, you geek.
Oh, he's so annoying. I hope he goes away. He will eventually.
So there was an account.
Or not, because sometimes the power of
the people.
A man.
Right. The man people. So there was this man. And
That's why Taylor sang the song The Man.
I like it. Do you want to sing it for us? I'll give you the mic.
No thanks. I'll let her do it for you.
Okay. So there was a man, and he had an account, and his name was Girl Dad E. And he made these videos, and it was like these Dusty Son videos. And it was like, I'm taking my daughter to Mexico, so your Dusty Son doesn't impress her with a trip to Fort Lauderdale. Shit like that, right?
Yeah.
And so this other woman, I don't know how to pronounce it, Payal for style, right? So she also was a big influencer, and she had these two sons. So then she did a spin on that, and she was like, I'm like teaching my sons to like do the dishes so your daughter doesn't have to deal with this, right?
Right.
And so they were both getting invited on the news and stuff, and people were going into her comments and like saying that like she was like stealing his content and like just like really putting her down. He came on and was like, no, this was my whole point. My whole point was to like uplift women's voices. I'm stepping back. He completely like gave her that, and then he stepped back from content creating and then had his wife create content, and he's just in the background producing her videos now. That's real feminism.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
He said he was trying to do something to like showcase that like women are more than whatever, and then a woman took it, and then people started yelling at her, and he was like, no, this was the point. I want women to do well. I want women to do well. I want them to succeed. That's
right.
That's how you do it.
Right.
His wife's name is Festive Little Mama, if you want to.
That's funny.
Yeah, right. It's cute, right? Yeah. And like, she's not as active because she's super pregnant right now. He was active all the time, but he still has his page, and he still does like some sponsored ads because like he was making some money. He had like hundreds of thousands of followers. You know what I mean? And I'm sure he still does, but like, I respect him a lot, and I respected that whole fucking situation, how it played out. It was, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then she, the payout for style, the one that was not related to them, but she's just started doing the content. So she got to be such a big content creator, right? She's like, I'm going to quit my job as a teacher. And it's like, good for you, right? And so her husband, she made a video, and it was her husband, and he was like, oh, you know, when she hit like 100,000 followers or something, her husband like made a video, and he put on like some heels and a robe, and he was like vacuuming and dusting, and he was like, you know, if you're going to like make all this money, I'm going to be a stay-at-home. What? The amount of people in her comments coming for her, and like, how dare you emasculate him? How dare you make him do that? And then he had to come on and be like, this was my idea. I thought it would be a funny video.
Oh my God. It's literally, and it's always fucking women.
And always.
It's always.
And then I hate saying this because I don't want to be talking shit about women, but it's true. Can y'all just be cool?
But it's always women against women.
Always.
Like, it's, I mean, every once in a while there will be dickhead guys, but.
Well, Justin. So.
Right, but he's got his army of women behind him.
He does have an army of women behind him, and they are pissing me off. I hate these comment sections. They're just so miserable. What are you guys even talking about?
I know.
The fuck are you guys even talking about?
I try to stay out of the comment section of anything that's like Justin and Blake related because it just makes me angry.
It's just rage bait. Honestly, that's all it is. That's all it is.
And I'll take the bait if I start reading.
That picture's rage bait. Ugh. Thoughts. I hate you.
Feel sorry for any woman in his life.
Right. All right. We're going to get out of that before we get angry for real. So Kate Middleton was out and about. Good for her. We're glad that you're feeling better. She was returned to the Commonwealth Day service for the first time in 2 years after her cancer recovery.
Oh, good for her.
All right. Good for her. Be out and about. I don't really know a lot about what's going on with those people, but I'm glad that she's not sick or that she's feeling better enough to be out and about.
Right.
I know that that's still like a journey and it sucks.
Yeah.
And then do we have anything else? Because I have some Disney stuff. Or are we still pop culture in?
No, we can go on to Disney.
All right. So at that SX, whatever the hell it is,
South by Southwest.
Yeah, that one. They gave some updates, and I took this honestly right from the New York Times, who took it right from the Disney Parks blog. So, a new Cars attraction at Magic Kingdom will feature off-road vehicles to simulate the feeling of racing over rocky terrain, ascending to mountain peaks, dodging around geysers, according to the Disney Parks blog. To do this, Disney Imagineers traveled to the Arizona desert to race around a dirt track. Hope they didn't come into contact with any mice. We're using a customized production vehicle, the Imagineer Michael Hungen said during the Future of World Building at Disney panel at the South by Southwest Festival in Austin, Texas. It has sensors all over it, and we're taking it for test drives on our dirt track to gather data on how the vehicle responds to different terrain. This is where we turn that feeling we want into real-world engineering.
So it's a car you sit in, right?
So you're going to be, like, driving, right?
Oh, but you are going to...
I think.
Like, is it actually moving, or is it one of those simulated things?
No, I think
like,
it's the real cars. Because they're taking that whole river out to make, like, a car track.
Oh, okay.
Right. It's going to be big. And, like, they've been doing that. So I told you I watched that Imagineering story last year. And, like, that's what a lot of these newer rides, like Remy and them, like, they're not on tracks.
Right.
Like, it's sensors. So, I mean, I don't know. They're probably, like, controlling you, but maybe you feel like, you know what I mean? The car's going to be moving, I'm sure, I think. The Monsters, Inc. coaster is going to be the featured ride in the new land inspired by the movie at Hollywood Studios.
Oh, that's going to be the door one, right?
Right. It's going to be the first ever vertical lift in one of Disney's parks that will take riders up to the company's first ever suspended coaster as they zoom into the door vault. So I think that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, that'll be
cool. That's not
something
I'm interested in at all, but you guys can have fun. Fortnite?
Yeah.
Disney suggested that their universe in Epic Games Fortnite may connect to the guest experience in the parks. So the Mandalorian creator, Jon Favreau, right? So he also, like, revitalized the fucking Marvel. He wrote the first Iron Man movie, and he's, like, plays Happy in it. And so in Parks and Rec, there's an episode where fucking Patton Oswalt is filibustering Leslie, and so he's just got to, like, talk until the meeting's over, right? So he tells you how he thinks that there should be a Mandalorian show and how it should start, right? And this was 20 years ago this episode came out. Jon Favreau actually took that monologue and used that to make the Mandalorian show. Mm-hmm.
So does he credit that fucking
Patton
writer?
Oswalt? I think at some point, because, like, I mean, I've read that, so right? Yeah. I don't know. So anyway, so he said he appeared on stage with Imagineer and during the Future of World Building at Disney to talk about the Imagineer's upcoming collaborations with Lucasfilm. They announced BDX droids will come to more Disney parks, revealed a new droid smith audio animatronic, and released details of the new Mandalorian and Grogu mission coming to Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. And then that's going to have something to do with the game. And then last year they announced the partnership with the games, and so I mean I think that's interesting.
So Disney's partnering with Epic Games.
I think they already did.
Partner.
They created last year to create a Disney universe in Fortnite, but they're trying to but they're going to try to use, what if you could go to the park and have an experience at Smuggler's Run, go on this amazing mission, but then have that affect or connect to your game at home. So do you get, wild. Right? I don't know about Fortnite, so I don't really know how that works. So I guess do you get, like, XP or something, right? Experience points. Anyway, the Summer Winter House Golf Course is closing down for refurbishment. The refurbishment will be from April 28th to June 16th. The winter course and summer course will both be refurbished one at a time so you can still play golf. And then reservations will be closed, but walk-ups will be allowed during that period. And then the other Fantasia mini golf is still going to be open. I'm going to go up at some...
Where's the mini golf at?
It's up by the parks. It's like I feel like I drive past it when you're, like, going through the resorts, but it's up. It's in the bubble. I want to say it's by All Stars.
But they're separate entities? Like, you can just go there and play mini golf?
I think you get a free round when you stay, but yeah, you can just go and, like, pay if you want to. Yeah. And then, I don't know, somebody jumped off fucking Splash Mountain.
That's literally what I was at. If you didn't bring it up, I had it to talk about.
I've seen it happen.
Decided to it says, Disney ride passengers dumbfounded after a man jumps from log to wander with his son. Like, what? And you just get off the ride and it's not Splash Mountain anymore, Karina.
Oh, sorry. Tiana's Bayou.
Yes.
Tiana's Bayou. Yeah, and so, like, I've seen people do it, like, get off the rides, and, like, it's a whole problem. What the fuck are you doing?
Literally. Like,
The
you're just
fuck are
gonna
you
get off
doing?
and wander around, show your kid the sights.
One time I wanted to do it. One time when we were in middle school and they took us out to adventure and they tricked me on this fucking ride and they told me that it wasn't a drop and then we're in the ride and they told me there was a big drop and I almost had a fucking heart attack and I wanted to get out and run right there. But I don't want to get kicked out for the rest of the day and sit on the bus. In what world do you think that you can really get off a ride and you're not going to get kicked off? At fucking 13 I knew that I
And
couldn't
how are
get
you
off.
gonna get down? I guess there's what was their
There's
escape
emergency
route?
evacuation stairs, I'm sure, but like, do you know that? I mean, if you don't know, you're not supposed to get off the ride. I don't know. Do you know about that?
Like, you just, the log, like, just stops and you just climb on out. Explore around Tiana's Bayou. What?
Stupid.
With your kid? That's so wild.
So wild. Dumb.
People are funny.
Dumb dummies. And then I don't know. Is there anything else? So I am gonna go up this week. So I don't know if there's anything anyone's interested in. Let me know. Oh, this Indiana Jones thing. Okay. So D23 dropped exciting news about animal, but I feel like we already knew this. Did we not? I don't know. So the new Indiana Jones ride is going to take over where Dinosaur was, and people thought that it was going to be the same as Disneyland. So it's not going to be a copy of Disneyland's Indiana Jones Adventure. It's going to be a completely original story made just for Animal Kingdom. It will tie into the park's themes of nature, animal, and ecology. When is it coming? No official timeline yet. But Dinosaur is staying open through 2025, so it's still a long way off.
They're changing so much. Epic Universe opens soon. They had the
Cast order preview?
Cast, yeah.
Cast previews.
Cast previews.
That's exciting.
Yeah. But the Harry Potter was not open yet.
Ah, too bad.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that.
I know. What?
What?
Post Malone with Jelly Roll?
I'm interested.
The Big Ass Stadium Tour. That would be a really... Sorry, I just opened Instagram because every freaking time...
I know, I'm going to go on E-News right now.
Every time we stop recording and get off and, like, start, like, looking at social media again, some big freaking announcement will have happened and we literally miss it. Because we only record once a week. Like, I don't know how these people have time to do it more than that. Honestly. I don't know. Wendy Williams is... I can't talk about the Wendy Williams stuff because that's just so sad. Like, what they do to certain women.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, like, who Olivia Culpo is, like, pregnant, expecting her first baby. I don't know who that is, though. Oh.
I know, I saw that. I didn't know who she was either. Oh, and the iHeartRadio Music Awards are on Monday, 3/17. Is that next Monday?
I guess.
We might have to record after that because I feel like a lot's going to happen.
Okay, we can record
next
on
Monday.
Tuesday. That's fine.
Because actually that's one of the best ones. I know we talk about awards on here and we're always like, we hate them, but I like the iHeart because it's voted on by fans. And there's always like good, like it's a fun one. It's like what MTV, I feel like it's what MTV used to be.
Right. Because it's about the music, which is what MTV used to be. And now it's just fucking Rob Dyrdek's channel.
Right.
Not that, like, I don't have any beef with Rob, but, like, it is, right?
Yeah.
I did see something else. Shit, and I didn't say it. I don't remember. But there was something else that I was... Oh, Giselle and her jiu-jitsu man went out for their first time after having their baby.
Oh, yeah, I saw she had the baby. I didn't realize she had it already.
Yeah. Right, and last month. Jeez Louise.
Huh. I saw she was, like, out with her 14-year-old daughter, and I was like, God, she started all over. I couldn't imagine. Like, my youngest is 14. I could not imagine starting all over.
That would be wild.
Yeah. And she's a little older, right? Like,
I think so.
I think
don't know
she
how old
is.
Giselle is, but I think she's in her 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild. Right. Like, honestly, even with people that are, like, have younger kids and they're, like, trying for more, and I'm like, man, what are y'all doing? Everybody can talk and walk and go to the bathroom by themselves.
Right? Independent. And now you're just back to very dependent. I mean, she'd be having, like, grandkids in a few years.
She probably will.
But I guess when, she got a new boy, so maybe he wanted kids. I don't know if he had any. She
right,
just
and
wanted
like
a kid with him.
At that age, you can afford help, or
Right.
that status, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, not that like you want other people to raise your kids, but like you can take
It's
a nap
nice to have
and get a
help.
babysitter. Right. Right.
Yeah.
You can like there's someone there like if you want to shower.
Yeah.
Like just like the last couple of years that I feel like I can shower without like someone else being home or being worried that someone's fucking hurting themselves.
Right.
And even now I gotta be like, just stay in one fucking spot. Just don't fight with any cats while I'm gone.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think that might be it. I think it might be. I mean, actually,
We're
it's
an
not
hour.
even that short. We fucking talked for an hour.
We did, so.
All right. I think we're out. We're gonna record after the iHeartRadio Music Awards next week, so we can talk about that.
Okay, cool.
Maybe Taylor will announce something. I put my clown makeup on.
Keep dress. I was gonna say keep it dreaming, but then I said dress for some reason. Just
I
stopped
think-
myself. Keep dreaming, Kim.
I think, what if Taylor and Travis make the red carpet debut at the iHeartRadio Music Awards?
Oh, that's cute.
Because he's actually nominated for, like, surprise appearance. They do, like, fun little categories. And he's, like, because he showed up at the Eras tour. So, he's nominated for something. And she's nominated for, like, 10 awards or something crazy.
Good for her. I've never watched the iHeart Awards. I don't know anything about it, but I'm interested.
I don't know where it is. I think it's on Fox, so who knows how you watch it.
I still can't.
Yeah. Sore subject.
I still can't figure out Max, so I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I have HBO,
I don't know. It's all fucking stupid.
but like it's in my Hulu. I don't know. I get upset every time we talk about it. I gotta figure it out though because I want to watch the Luigi thing,
yeah.
but I can't find it. But I have HBO Max. I'm pretty sure it's that one.
I don't remember. We'd have to look it up.
Right,
And
it's
even
very
then,
confusing.
if it would tell us the truth, who knows?
Right, and then did his lawyer get it taken down anyway?
Right.
Right, who knows? All right.
All right. We'll chat next week. Thanks for being here.
Peace
Peace
out.
out. K-Town down.
If you like this, share with a friend. Don't forget to like and follow.
And find us on all social media at parkinglotchats.podcast. That's Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Same handle.
Thanks for being here.